Sometimes when you're applying for a new job, the hardest question in the application process can be, how much money do you want? To help us figure out how to best answer that question, we are joined by the Executive Officer of Manpower San Diego, Phil Blair. They might put it in more official terms than how much money do you want, like what are your salary requirements?
Yeah, like open your treasury and let me grab what I can run out within an hour, sort of thing. May not be a good negotiating
And of
tactic.
course, everybody wants a lot of money, but when you go into this process, you really need to do your homework because you don't want to be left going, I don't know.
Right.
I don't know. How much you want to pay me?
Yeah. Or ask for too much and be shut out, or ask for so little they go, grab this one.
So where should you turn first?
Well, first do your research. And on the website, kusi.com/jobs, I've listed the websites like Glassdoor and
Salary.com, Glassdoor.com, Payscale.com, SalaryExpert.com, but they're on our website as well.
Right.
Go there, and what is that going to show you?
You describe the job description, your education, your experience, and it'll give you, and geography. That's really important because you're looking in San Diego, not in New York City. And that'll give you what that job typically pays. It'll give you a range, but it'll give you a place to start. And then if you know anybody in that industry and you can have that sort of blunt conversation with them, if you were hiring this, what would you be paying, sort of thing. That gives you some basis in reality. And that's really important that you be based in reality when you talk to us.
Part of the negotiation, too, is maybe go in a little high, ask for maybe 10, 15% more than what you would take.
Yes, and know that, and my HR peers don't like me saying this, know that when we put a salary out there, we'll pay 10 or 15% more if we're really impressed with the person, right? If this is somebody, I want this person in our company, let me go back and get some more leeway on what I can pay.
And at this point, your resume has impressed them because you're there for the situation, so they probably have a little bit leeway there.
Yeah, but if you're having this conversation about compensation, you're probably the leading candidate.
Right.
Because you don't have this with 3 or 4 candidates because it's very time consuming and it's very awkward. You have it with your lead candidate, and if you come to a deal, then you don't have it with candidate 2, 3, and 4. So this is a very important part, and this is where you need to be very realistic and know what you want to earn on this job and what your flexibility is.
I like this suggestion. Practice your answer out loud.
It's probably one of the most important negotiations you're going to have of your career because typically, other than bonuses, raises go up 3, 4, 5%. So if you start with 10%, 10,000 higher over 4, 5, 6 years, it's going to make a big difference in your gross income every year.
Sure.
But also know if you really want this job, for a variety of reasons. I've been out of work a while.
Right.
This is great for my career. It builds my resume. It's prestigious.
Great
whatever.
company.
Then seriously think about coming down on that salary number. An example is nonprofits. They can't pay as much, but if it's an exciting job, understand that. And if it helps build your resume for 2 or 3 years, then that's very important.
If you come down and agree to whatever they're offering you, can you come back at them and say, well, hey, could you reassess where we are 6 months from now, maybe?
Absolutely, and that's a key part. If you feel like you're worth more, but for reasons we've talked about, you've decided to accept this position, and you've come to a loggerhead that we're not agreeing on a number, but I'm taking the job at a lower pay, then a very logical conversation is, can we review my compensation and an early review in 6 months? Because if I've accomplished what I think I'm going to, and I have proved it to you, are you then willing to reopen the discussions on negotiations? And usually an employer goes, you accomplish what you say you will, I'd be glad to reopen compensation. But right now I'm budgeted and I can't do it.
But if you keep getting no's and no's and no's from that company, then you kind of need to reassess, do you really want to go into this job? Because you want to be happy with the job.
You do, and the theme over our time is wake up in the morning excited to go to work. Money is one piece of that.
Yeah.
Don't let it drive 100% of your career choices. If it's extremely important to you and you need to make a point in your work period, then go for it. Yeah. I don't care if I love this job. I'm here to build an estate for my family. Okay, then you need to move for more money. But look at the big picture. I love the job. The commute is short. I love the company. I love my management. I love all that stuff.
Yeah.
Then I'm really not going to leave for 5,000 or 10,000 more a year that I could probably get somewhere else.
All right, Phil Blair, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Proposed budget.